Hey guys, Aileen here. So today's video is about secret shopping or mystery shopping. Hours later I was editing and realizing that the part that talks about what mystery shopping is and the companies that I use was completely destroyed and didn't make it into the video. So gotta love that. I figured I would just film it again. So basically secret shopping is, for those of you who don't know, one company hires another company to send people in to evaluate the employees, the process, the environment, all that kind of stuff in secret. So you can report back, let them know, yes, your employees are doing what they're supposed to, or no, they aren't, or the temperature in the freezer was not the right temp, all that fun stuff. So some of the benefits of secret shopping or mystery shopping is you can wear what you want, you can work when you want. Nobody's going to call you up and say, it's Monday, 9 a.m., where are you? But I do have to say, if you don't want to work a day that you're scheduled, just be responsible about it. Because if you continually schedule yourself for something and then you don't show up, this is not going to be a good job for you. They're going to stop offering you jobs and stop letting you schedule yourself. Okay, so a couple things that you need for this job would be a clipboard. These are going to work out great for your revealed audits when you go in with paperwork. Otherwise, they work great for printing out the information and leaving them in your car. Then as soon as you get back to your car, you can fill out the paper. Especially if you're doing a couple different jobs during that day, it's nice to get that information out of your head when it's fresh. Because when you get home and you fill out the survey online, it's going to be a little harder to recall everything. The next thing is going to be a car. If you don't have a car, I suppose you can do a car service for this, but it's going to be a less lucrative because you're going to be spending money on getting to these places. And then another thing that I recommend is that you get a prepaid card. I have several prepaid cards that I use for a lot of my online jobs. The reason is because a lot of times you're going to be spending money up front because the purchase process and sometimes getting the items is part of the job that you're evaluating. They will almost always, not almost always, always, they will always reimburse you. All of these are prepaid debits, so you put money on them and then you use that towards your shops. Instead of using a debit, it's just hard to keep track of what you earn and what you paid if you do it all through one bank account. So these are not required, but my recommendation to make the job a little easier. Alright, so the prepaid cards that I'm going to suggest that you start with, there are 3 of them. I have several, have all of these listed on my website, but the 3 I'm going to recommend that you start with are the Acorns, the Chime, and the SoFi, and I'm going to tell you why. First, I'm going to recommend the Chime card. That is because they give you $50. Once you get the card, you activate it, and you load it, meaning you put some money on it. They're going to add $50 to it, and then so is SoFi. SoFi is a limited promotion, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be doing it, but I mean, otherwise it's still just a prepaid card, so good to have. Both of these, at the moment, will give you $50 when you order them, activate them, and load a little bit of money on them. They'll be listed below. And then the Acorns card, not only is it fun and made of tungsten, so it feels nice and sturdy, bright green, you're going to get $5 when you do this card. Also, every purchase you make, they're going to take that extra and put it in a high-yielding interest, savings account. So there's an extra bonus for that card. So these are the 3 that I recommend you start with. The apps that I'm going to recommend that you download, the first one is going to be On My Way app. They pay you money to drive and not text. So not only will you be paid for your driving while you're secret shopping, you'll be paid for your driving otherwise. And then, of course, Mile IQ, and that's how you're going to categorize your driving personal for business. This is a 1099 job, so at the end of the year, you're going to need to file taxes. And if you can keep track of the mileage that you spend using the mileage that you use while doing these shops, that will go towards less money that you have to pay out of pocket for taxes. There are also some cashback apps that I'm going to have listed below and on my website. There's Ibotta, there's shop, hold on, let me pull it up and see if I can read them to you. There's MyLikeU. Okay, here we go. I did not write them down. I'm so sorry. Ibotta, shop something, checkout 50 something. I don't know. The links will be below. Basically, if you're going to have to spend money and you're getting reimbursed, if you pick an item that has a rebate, you'll get paid the rebate plus the reimbursement. You can double your earnings. So if you're doing a lot of secret shopping, specifically grocery stores, you definitely want to get those cashback apps to give you a little extra boost in what you're earning. So on my website, I do have 16 companies listed, and I'm only going to tell you about 3 of them. But if you live in a bigger city, or really any city other than my city, which is Jonesboro, Arkansas, I would recommend that you check out these other companies too, because while these have been the ones that have the most jobs for me, there might be a different one on the list that would have the most jobs listed for you. The 3 companies that I use the most are A Closer Look. They pay via check 30 days after you do the shop. Let's see, A Closer Look. They've got a pretty cool setup on their page. They're pretty easy to use. The second one is In Touch Insight, is what it's going to come up in your email, but it's actually called iSecret Shop. This one is the only one that pays via PayPal that I use. And then the third one is called GigSpot. This one is kind of different from all the other ones. This one actually is an umbrella site that has 24 different companies represented inside of it. So I unfortunately only have 2 of those companies with jobs in my area, but if you're in a bigger city, this one's probably going to be your favorite site to work with. Because there's so many different companies, they're going to pay differently each one. You know, you just have to go to the website and click on companies and accept all of their documents to make sure that you can see their jobs. So, yeah. The rest of the websites, which I don't use, but I can vouch for and tell you they are legit, will be listed on my website. So, that's it. Back to your scheduled viewing or the footage that I took earlier. When you schedule a job, you're going to get an email verifying that you've been scheduled for that job, and then sometimes a text message as well, letting you know. Use these emails and text messages as a direct line to your schedulers. So, for instance, I have a gas station audit that I've done at all 7 locations in my city back in June. I have scheduled myself again for them coming up later this week, but I just found out simply by asking that I can schedule myself for more than one shop per location per round. So instead of getting this shop again times 7 because of the 7 locations, I'm going to get it times 2 in one rotation. So definitely make sure you ask any questions you have, as well as if you have to cancel a job, don't just let it go by without you going. Shoot them an email or a text before, letting them know you're not going to be able to do it. A lot of times they can reschedule you beforehand, and then it doesn't go into the system as you didn't do the shop. Also, sometimes when you're doing the survey online, you'll miss something, like they wanted you to include a photo, but you didn't see a place where you were supposed to include that photo. You can take that photo and send it to your scheduler, and they can attach it and smooth everything over for you. A lot of times too, they'll send you a text message at the end of the month saying, hey, I have this shop in your area that hasn't been done yet, and I know you didn't request it, but if you could do this shop for me by tomorrow, I've got a bonus amount I can add on to it. So it's always great to build a relationship with those schedulers, because they'll use you more than other people in your area because you've been communicating well and reliable. So, yeah. Be sure to check out my website. I'll link it below. It's aileen.ws, and there's going to be a link there that just says mystery shopping or secret shopping. Click on that, and all the information that we're talking about in this video will be on that page with easy clickable links that'll take you either to the website, to the app, to the card, whatever we're talking about. It's all linked on that page. So be sure to check that out. hope that helps you out. If you're watching this video and you are not already subscribed to my channel, I would very much appreciate you subscribing. I'm getting really close to that 1,000 subscribers where I can actually start earning money from the videos, and your subscription would help me get a little bit closer. If you're watching this video on YouTube, I would also love for you to hit that like button. I have no idea why or what it does, but apparently it does something for the algorithm and more people will see my videos. So if you could hit the like button, I mean, if you do like it, then hit a like button and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And then you'll get to see my face a whole lot more, telling you about all the other ways to earn online. So yeah, that's it.